We're back with some super exciting upcoming Solana mints that we're gonna cover today. These projects are really interesting and I'm really looking forward to sharing them with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, but do remember that this is not financial advice. But with all that said, let's dive straight into this first project. Alright, in this first project today, we actually have Launch Labs. You might be aware that this is an already existing project. They have this collection, Launch Labs, currently sitting at a 6.7 Solana floor. They have over 12,000 Solana in traded volume, and they're a super successful launchpad project on Solana. But they're right now coming out with their second collection. This will be a PFP collection because, as you can see, their Gen 1 collection is only these cards. So I definitely think it's really cool that they're coming out with a PFP collection. We're gonna go over the art really soon as well. But you may wonder, why are they coming out with this new collection? What will be the utility of this new collection compared to their Gen 1 collection? Well, basically what they have been focusing on so far is their launchpad. Basically, their only revenue source that they are revenue sharing back to the holders of the Gen 1 has been from the launchpad, launching different Solana projects. But now they're gonna start offering 4 new services to basically help other projects in the space. Now, these new services will be things such as building staking websites for other projects, as well as raffle websites, and also auction systems. So they're coming out with these different services that they will provide, which will bring them more revenue to share, and therefore they're coming out with their Gen 2 collection. Basically how the revenue sharing will be split between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2. Now, the way that the revenue will be split between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 collection will basically be that all the revenue from the launchpad will still go only to the Gen 1 collection. So this will still be the most valuable collection because they will still get most of the revenue. Basically 60% of the revenue from the launchpad will be shared for the Gen 1 collection, and then 60% of the revenue from the 4 new services will be split between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 collection. And obviously, as I mentioned, this new Gen 2 collection will be a PFP collection, and the art actually looks really good in my opinion. This is one sneak peek. They have another one right here which looks super clean. This coral one looks super cool, and this one as well, which I really like. So honestly, I really like the art. It's like fairly simplistic characters, but they look super clean, colorful, and I can easily see a lot of people using these as PFPs. And obviously, this is a super experienced and talented team. They have launched tons of successful projects in the space. And another thing that I really like is that they actually have a really fair mint price in my opinion. So the OGs will be able to mint this new Gen 2 collection for 1.2 Solana, and whitelist and public will be 1.5 Solana, and they will be minting early October. Supply is yet to be announced, but they have actually told me this in private, and all I can say is that the supply is actually really solid as well. It's not too high like you might expect, so I actually really like the price to supply ratio. And they do these monthly payouts, of course, as you can see right here. This was the latest payout in August. August was a bit of a slower month. Obviously, the entire market was doing pretty bad, so it makes sense. They made a total profit of 160 Solana from their launchpad. But looking at previous months, back in June, they had 580 Solana. Back in May, they have 1,600 Solana. So they definitely have a lot of experience and they know what they're doing, which I really like to see, of course. And just for your information as well, if you hold one of their Gen 1 NFTs, you will be whitelisted and get a guaranteed mint for their second generation. You basically get one Gen 2 mint for every Gen 1 NFT that you hold. So if you hold 2 NFTs, you will get 2 guaranteed mints for the Gen 2 collection. So the Launch Labs Gen 2 collection coming early October is for sure a project that I'm really interested in, and I actually really like the fact that they are coming out with a PFP collection. Moving on to the second project today, we have Helions, a collection of solar sentinels brought to you by HelioPay, utility, community rewards, and art. They currently have like 8,500 followers. This is an upcoming Solana project. Their art basically looks like this. I kind of like it. They look like fairly simplistic, these like alien sort of characters, but overall the art is pretty solid. But this project is so much more than just the art. So our aim is to deliver ultimate utility, financial returns, and powerful art in a single NFT. As symbols of progress, Helions embody the power of our community. And they are already working with some pretty big projects. Some of their clients already, Famous Fox Federation, Shakudo, OK Bulls. Right here you also have their roadmap, which includes a ton of really interesting things, so you can pause the video and read through this if you want. But basically what they are building is a complete Web3 payments platform that's emerging as the Stripe for Web3, with thousands of projects, builders, and users implementing Helio to accept crypto payments for e-commerce, subscriptions, Discord payments, pay links, tip jars, invoicing, paywalls, pay streams, games, plugins, and more. So they're basically building an entire payment platform for the Web3 ecosystem, which I think is really cool because it's definitely something that we need. Like personally, I've even ran into this problem a few times, for example, where Patreon unfortunately isn't available in many different countries. For example, a lot of my Indian audience that wants to join the Patreon, they're not really able to because they can't really join Patreon because they don't have PayPal and cards that are accepted on Patreon. A lot of them have been asking to just pay me in crypto to join the Patreon, but it would just be way too much work for me to kind of supervise the monthly payments and stuff like that. But with new payment platforms like this, maybe sometime in the near future, I will actually be able to accept crypto payments for my Patreon, because this is basically what their platform looks like. So they already have this product up and running. I can already create like monthly recurring payments. So this is definitely something I will try out for my Patreon and see how it works. And you can also create one-time payments right here. It looks super easy as well, which I love to see. Their platform looks super professional. You can see your balance, you can see payments, you can see previous transactions. So overall, I think this looks super good. Now, my only issue with this project is their mint price to supply ratio, because as you can see, they have a supply of 10,000 NFTs and their mint price right here is 3 Solana. So 10,000 supply with the 3 Solana mint price. And unfortunately, right now at least, they don't seem to have enough like engagement on Twitter and in Discord to kind of sell out that big of a collection with such an expensive price as well. Looking at their Discord announcements, they're getting like 200 reactions, 200, 100 on this one. And on their normal tweets as well, they get like 50 to 100 likes, which isn't anything crazy. So with such a huge supply and price, I right now do not see this collection selling out. But to be fair, I don't believe they have set a mint date yet, so they might be able to build up some more hype before their mint for them to sell out. I definitely think it's needed. Or, you know, they could also lower their supply and price a little bit as well. But it's for sure a really interesting project. Their platform looks super good. So I am really excited about this project, except the supply to price ratio. Alrighty, moving on to project number 3, we have Bodega Buddies. As you might be able to tell, this is a project from the man himself, Easy Eats Bodega. Really well-known trader and influencer in the space. He's a super smart guy as well. So on this project, I'm kind of just betting on him. And this project is also from Nifty Portal, which he's like working with. It's an Ethereum project, if you didn't know. Pretty successful on Ethereum. But yeah, he's coming out with his own Solana collection. We don't really know a lot about this collection with like utility and stuff. So for right now, I'm just betting on the team behind this one. But they have started to release some artwork. Personally, I'm not like a massive fan of many of these sneak peeks. Some of them look alright, like this one in a spacesuit looks pretty cool. These ones with the armor looks pretty cool. But like the standard art is not like my favorite for sure. But anyways, for right now, we don't know a lot about this project, just the art, and that is made by Nifty Portal and Easy Eats Bodega. But it's for sure a project to have on your radar moving forward once they start to release more information about their utility, what their future plans are with this project. So huge shout out to Easy Eats Bodega. The links to all of these projects, by the way, will be down below in the description if you want to check them out further. And moving on to another project that we don't know a lot about, I'm just betting on the team on this one as well, because Experiment is a project from Jersey, which is another huge Solana NFT YouTuber. Of course, you might know him, you probably do. He's coming out with his own collection as well. They currently have 7,000 followers, as you can see right here. We do not know a lot about their utility and future plans and stuff like that. All we know is the artwork, and the art is pretty damn crazy. I actually really like this art. It's super detailed. You have one sneak peek right here. Here's another sneak peek for you. This one also looks super clean. So the art is like top tier in my opinion. I really like it. But as you know, we don't know a lot about utility, future plans, mid price, supply, anything like that. But it's for sure another project to have on your radar moving forward. Shout out to Jersey for making his own collection. But anyways, there you go. Those were today's 4 projects. Let me know what you thought of these projects down below in the comments section. The links to all of them is also down below in the description, together with my Patreon, my Twitter, and my Discord if you want to check that out. If you enjoyed the video and got any value from it, do remember to smash a like and subscribe down below. I would highly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my previous video where I talked about some undervalued already existing Solana NFTs as well. But with that said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.